Hello, I'm Adi.
And I'm Johan,
I'm a programmer, trainer, and coach.
and I'm a technical coach.
And today we are talking about confirmation biases.
Exactly. So, what is the confirmation bias, Adi?
As we see here, the confirmation bias is that we tend to listen only to information that confirms our preconceptions. One of the many reasons it's so hard to have an intelligent conversation about climate change, it says here. So, how does it affect us?
Well, I guess we're not really listening to the opposite opinions and stuff like that. Do you have any concrete examples of this? Maybe.
Yeah, I worked extensively with top management, and I observed that for them it's very difficult to get bad news or to have things that are different than things they know. And sometimes they're quite they don't reject it, but it's just like in the image there, it goes on one ear and it exits both of the ears. And
Okay, that's too bad.
I guess it's the same with politicians, some politicians that prefer having yes men, right?
Some more than others, right?
Yes, exactly. So that's why we have this term of yes man, because you have these people that will always say that what you're doing is best.
Yeah. I guess that's a good way. Yeah. I guess that happens often.
Do you have
True.
any examples?
Well, yeah, in the computer industry, I think that there's this thing about it's very, very hard to find bugs in your own code.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you're looking at someone else's code, you so much want to flesh out the smallest problem, and that's why many years ago we said that a developer should never test his own code.
Yes.
And I think that's true in the sense that we're not suffering from confirmation bias when we didn't write the code.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's very difficult to test my own code. I know I will have these spots where I don't see my bugs.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
but how can we do TDD? How come TDD works well in this case? Because we're writing our own tests, right?
I think smaller batches is one thing. That is, if you write a small test, it's a smaller thing, so it's more probable to see the problem. The other thing is that you write the test and the test runs, so it checks around the rest of the code. So I think that's also the second thing. What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of a third thing. The fact that we're writing the test first means that we're not trying to confirm that the code we just wrote is correct.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we're kind of trumping the confirmation bias, which is telling us to confirm what we did or what we believe.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we reverse and write the test first very efficiently battles the confirmation bias, whereas as far as testing our own code goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very interesting, because maybe this is one of the secrets that Kent Beck kept from us, and this is why it works.
Oh, we should ask him, right?
Yes, we should. So how do we fight this confirmation bias?
Doing TDD,
yes, of course. In my life, I'm trying to have people that tell me the hard truth, where I'm doing wrong. I'm doing wrong things. So the opposite of yes men, of the politicians.
Yeah.
It can be hard, and I think you need to know a few people that want and can tell you things like that.
Yeah. And I also like going to different personalities from mine. Gives me a better feedback.
So that means that it's always a good idea to have diversity, right?
Yeah, definitely. And anyone else will do, right? Because they're not suffering from the same confirmation bias as me. So I guess that sums up this bias.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Adi.